You are now the manager of purgatory. It's a mix between heaven and hell. How would you make people uncomfortable, while they can also enjoy things? All of your clothing fits you like a glove and makes you look great. But, will always be slightly damp. Free, high-speed Wi-Fi that cuts out for random intervals at random times of the day. So my current life. Now I know I'm in purgatory. Edit, to delete my edit. Thank you Gold 3. Or living under a Comcast monopoly, which is basically hell light. More like hell LTE. Health. Make the temperature just cold enough to need a sweater but too hot to wear one. This is my heaven. You can have my sweater. Make the temperature different for each person so that everyone, even you monsters who like it cold, are equally forced to want a sweater. Please set mine to nuclear winter. Ash and snow. Ash and snow. It's cold as hell, everything's dead and haven't seen the sun in years. Please stop, I can only get so erect. Give them good television shows with too many damn commercial breaks. Not just that, but there will be one particular commercial that plays every break. Hashtag X200B, holy balls, gold? Thank you anonymous Redditor. And the one commercial is for head on. Hashtag apply directly to forehead. You can watch any sporting event live but the seats are slightly tilted forward. Not enough to where it is obvious but enough for you to be uncomfortable but don't know why. This sounds horrible and something FIFA would do. The uncomfortableness causes you to feel like you need to get up and walk around more often, and what's there to do but get up and go buy a $15 beer. UEFA banned standing at matches and beer for a while. Phil Collins in the Air Tonight is on loop in the background but it always restarts before the drum solo kicks in. Give them a beautiful house to live in, but it's always under construction. Edit, obligatory thanks for the gold kind Redditor. Can I spend it at Home Depot? This one feels like the right mix of heaven and hell right here. Wow, what a nice room. Drilling noises. Someone drives a ducking truck with a cucaracha horn and he honks it every fucking day when he gets to the job site at around 7:15 a.m. Chinga tu madre pinche cucaracha. Edit, the building next to mine is under construction. He presses the horn at the dawn of each day. I hear it and fear it with dread and dismay. I listen with anger and wonder, but why? One day I will kill him. One day he will die. To bed, I go fearing, of hearing that sound. It's ingrained in my brain, makes me spin round and round as the sun comes to rise and it peeks through the night. Off he comes on his steed, never late to his plight. Cucaracha, cucaracha, won't you please come to play? There's a guy in that room and he can't start his day without hearing the sound that comes right out my horn. Shut the duck up, little hombre, or your ass will be torn. When little Timmy pressed his horn, he sighed aloud and said, how nice it must be every morn to hear the sound in bed. How sweet I'm sure it is, he spoke, how swell, he thought to say, to give the gift of fun to folk to help them start their day. I bring them all they really need. He loudly, proudly cried. Alas, his neighbors disagreed. And Timmy Ducking died. They get to watch TV but no matter how many times they wipe it off the clicker is always uncomfortably sticky. Living with kids. No, that's just hell. The Wi-Fi is amazing, as long as you're sitting on top of a cupboard or halfway down the stairs. Edit, people seem to think sitting on the stairs is comfortable enough. In my house, the stairs are so thin even I can't fit my buttocks on them and the carpet is itchy. So the stairs would all be like that. I chilled my fair bit on the stairs would get a pillow and chill their TBH. No pillow allowed, only a pillowcase if you are lucky. Everyone has wings and can fly but there is a little pebble stuck where the joint of one wing meets the body. You can have anything you want but you have to wait in line and everyone in the line is those, let me tell you my life story for some reason, stranger. And the wait is at least 5 hours. This is pretty much what happens to me at the DMV. One time the lady ahead of me was sharing how nervous she was about her driving test. She wasn't originally from the US so she was used to different rules. I was trying to be pleasantly reassuring. I felt sympathetic towards her. But then she said just feel how cold and clammy my hands are. And grabbed mine. Her hands were indeed very cold and clammy. I have to admit, I was a little weirded out. And I was gloomily aware that now my hands were totally covered in someone else's sweat, and I felt like it would be rude to try to wipe it off. She passed her test, BTW, but stuff like this happens to me all the goddamn time. So, it's official. Earth is purgatory. This explains so much. In my search for eternal rest, it never went through my mind that maybe I was dead all along. That's the first line of my novel. Surprise spankings, sometimes sexy, sometimes serious. Sweetly surprised, such sweet sentiment. Sounds kinky. Sometimes. Unlimited beer, but it's always warm. Surprise, you're in England. So purgatory then? The middle place. The medium place. You get all your favorite music, but only the live versions. You get a fridge full of your favorite beer, but it's always warm. The only movie is Cannonball Run 2. Mother-loving shirtballs. Fork off. Wait, why can't I say fork? And what the hell is a cheaty? Some kind of soup? Let them do what they enjoy, but there's a large, disembodied I, like the sun, watching at all times. Just ignore it, like the sun. Now it watches you, you can feel the attention like you can feel someone watching you. Everyone's smartphone will phantom buzz a couple of times a day. No notification or cause for it. So you mean normal life? Well, normal life is not heaven nor hell, so yeah. Unlimited orange juice, but only after you've brushed your teeth. Free tickets to the movies, but the guy that chews popcorn loudly sits right next to you in every one. And the person behind you has their feet up on your chair. And the person in front of you has to pop open their phone to send chats during the best parts. Free video games, but they have loot boxes to get better equipment. Surprise purgatory. I didn't know purgatory was instituting surprise mechanics. Well, I am in. Create a luxury beach resort in purgatory, but in order to swim they need to wear socks. Hey, not too bad. Once you're in for a few minutes you can't feel it. As long as you take them off when you get out you'll be fine. Yes, I just stood in the bath for a few minutes doing this to find out. Edit, wow, thank you kind stranger for the gold and the silver. First awards on Reddit for having wet socks, great achievement for me. I admire your dedication to science. Discovery requires experimentation. All you get to enjoy stuff on electronic devices, but they can only have the volume set at an odd number. Edit, odd numbers excluding multiples of 5, as that's the only tolerable odd number. I mean, really anything other than a 0 or 5 is blasphemy, so as long as I get the 5, I'm good. I see you're a man of culture as well. Make them work 8 hours or more each day, but give them access to Reddit to help distract them. Isn't that life? That is insanity. Oh yeah, that's what we call world. Teresa talent show, and it is obligatory for everyone to show up. Everyone needs to perform for at least 2 minutes. That's hell for me. I'd start crying as soon as I get onto the stage. Hey, just market that as a talent and you're good to go. Professional crier cries better than anyone. Free frozen yogurt everywhere, but no ice cream anywhere. That sounds like quite a good place. So, Cannonball Run 2 on VHS then as well?